Now, you've seen The Originalist 3 times, most recently about a year ago.
And I love this play. I love the idea behind it that people with very different views on important things can genuinely like each other more than like, have great affection.
I'm curious if you were ever successful in changing Justice Scalia's mind about a case before the court.
I can't say that I've changed his mind, but we were together a number of times. You know, the press notices differences more than agreement. My agreement rate this term, I was closest to Justice Sotomayor, maybe in the 90%. But with Scalia, I was always a little over 60% agreement. So we agreed more often than we disagreed. And people tend to look at the heady constitutional questions, but most of what the U.S. Supreme Court does is to interpret statutes passed by Congress in great numbers and not so great clarity.
And you have an opera that has been written about you and Justice Scalia and your relationship. Tell us about it.
Well, this is Scalia Ginsburg was written by a very talented young man, Derek Wang. His business card says composer, librettist, pianist. He decided after he had majored in music and a master's that it would be good to learn a little bit about the law. So he enrolled in his hometown law school, University of Maryland Law School, and he took a course in constitutional law and read these dueling opinions, Scalia, Ginsburg, and decided that that could make a pretty funny opera. And if you just enjoyed this performance, so you'll understand Scalia's opening aria in the opera. It is, "The justices are blind. How can they possibly spout this? The Constitution says absolutely nothing about this." And then I have kind of the cat part in the play, and I answer him. He's searching for bright line solutions to problems that don't have easy answers. But the great thing about our Constitution is that, like our society, it can evolve. The plot is roughly based on the magic flute. Justice Scalia is locked up in a dark room. He is being punished for excessive dissenting.
What keeps you going? And what makes you hopeful about American society today?
Hopeful is the enormous changes that I've seen in my lifetime. I think of, most people think of Brown v. Board, that was the big change. That was the end of apartheid in America. But it really wasn't. It was Loving against Virginia. And that seemed quite impossible in the 1940s when I was coming of age, that we would see that, no less see the end of apartheid in South Africa itself. But so when people point to Brown, I say, no, it's not Brown. It's Loving v. Virginia. And the court waited, what was it, 13 years from Brown v. Board until holding miscegenation laws unconstitutional. So, having seen so many changes, I am optimistic over the long haul. A famous, well, someone I knew and loved dearly said that the true symbol of the United States is not the bald eagle, it is the pendulum. And when it goes too far one way, you can look forward to it moving back.